What if I told you that the coffee you're drinking every morning could be quietly damaging your heart, your sleep, and even your memory simply because you're over 60? The truth is, not all coffees are created equal, and the ones you enjoyed in your younger years may now be working against your health. But here's the good news. The right kinds of coffee can actually protect your brain, strengthen your bones, and give you steady energy without the crashes. In this video, I'll reveal the 4 worst coffees you should never touch after 60, and the 4 healthiest ones you should be drinking instead. Stay with me, this could change the way you start every single day. Today, I want to share with you the 4 worst types of coffee that people over 60 should never touch, and 4 healthier options that you not only can enjoy, but should consider adding to your daily routine. This isn't about giving up your favorite morning ritual. Instead, it's about learning how to enjoy coffee in a way that supports your heart, brain, bones, and overall energy levels in the later years of life. So, let's begin by understanding why coffee matters so much as we age. Coffee isn't just a drink. For many of us, it's a ritual, a comfort, and even a form of connection with friends and family. But coffee is also a chemical powerhouse. It contains caffeine, antioxidants, acids, and depending on how it's prepared, sometimes sugar, creamers, or artificial flavorings. In a younger body, the liver and kidneys work quickly to process caffeine, the bones are strong enough to handle slight mineral loss, and the cardiovascular system is resilient enough to deal with occasional spikes in blood pressure. But after 60, things change. The liver clears caffeine more slowly, the bones become more sensitive to calcium loss. The heart and arteries are less forgiving of sudden pressure increases. And sleep, which is already harder to maintain in older age, can be further disrupted by even small amounts of caffeine. That's why it becomes so important to choose your coffee wisely. Let's start with the 4 worst coffees you should avoid after 60. 1. Sugar-loaded flavored coffees. One of the most dangerous types of coffee for seniors is flavored coffee that comes loaded with sugar. Think about those caramel lattes, mocha fraps, or hazelnut cappuccinos you might find at coffee chains. A single medium-sized flavored latte can contain 40 to 60 grams of sugar. That's more than your entire daily recommended limit in 1 cup. Why is this so harmful after 60? Because excessive sugar intake increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, which is already more common in older adults. It also worsens inflammation in the body, which is linked to arthritis, heart disease, and even memory decline. On top of that, sugary coffee drinks often lead to energy crashes. You might feel a burst of energy at first, but within a few hours, you'll feel drained, irritable, and craving more sugar. A real-life example. Imagine starting your day with a caramel macchiato. You feel good at 9 a.m., but by 11 a.m., your blood sugar has spiked and crashed, leaving you more tired than when you woke up. Over time, this daily pattern puts enormous stress on your pancreas and cardiovascular system. 2. High-caffeine espresso shots. Now, let's talk about espresso. Many people enjoy a strong espresso shot or 2 to wake up in the morning. While espresso can be fine for younger adults, it can be dangerous for people over 60. Why? Because espresso packs a very concentrated dose of caffeine. Older adults metabolize caffeine more slowly, which means that the stimulating effects of espresso last much longer in the body. That extra caffeine can cause heart palpitations, raise blood pressure, and increase anxiety. If you already live with conditions like atrial fibrillation, hypertension, or insomnia, high-caffeine espresso can make those problems worse. Another point to remember is that caffeine affects sleep cycles. Even if you drink espresso in the morning, the caffeine can linger in your system well into the night, reducing the quality of deep sleep, the type of sleep you need most for brain health and memory. Poor sleep over time increases the risk of cognitive decline. 3. Artificially sweetened diet coffees. Many people think switching to sugar-free or diet coffees with artificial sweeteners is a safe alternative. But studies show that artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin can disrupt the gut microbiome. That's the collection of healthy bacteria in your intestines that play a major role in digestion, immunity, and even mood regulation. For seniors, this is especially concerning because gut health is directly tied to nutrient absorption. A disrupted gut microbiome can make it harder for your body to absorb key vitamins and minerals like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin B12, all nutrients that are already harder to maintain as we age. Additionally, some research suggests that artificial sweeteners may trick the brain into craving more sweet foods, which can indirectly lead to weight gain or blood sugar issues. So, while that sugar-free vanilla latte may sound safe, it can be just as harmful, if not more so, than the sugar-loaded version. 4. Unfiltered coffee. Finally, unfiltered coffee can be a hidden danger for older adults. Coffees like French press, Turkish coffee, or espresso made without a paper filter contain compounds called kaftal and kawiol. These are natural oils found in coffee beans that can raise LDL cholesterol levels, the bad cholesterol linked to heart disease. For someone over 60, elevated cholesterol levels can significantly increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes. A 20-year study in Scandinavia found that people who regularly drank unfiltered coffee had higher rates of cardiovascular disease compared to those who drank filtered coffee. If you already have high cholesterol, drinking unfiltered coffee every day could be silently making the problem worse. Using a paper filter, such as in a drip coffee machine, removes most of these harmful compounds while still giving you the caffeine and antioxidants. So, to recap, the 4 worst coffees after 60 are sugar-loaded flavored coffees, high-caffeine espresso shots, artificially sweetened diet coffees, unfiltered coffee without paper filters. But now that I've given you the bad news, let me give you the good news. Coffee isn't all bad. In fact, when chosen wisely, coffee can be one of the most powerful health-boosting beverages available. Let's move into the 4 types of coffee you should absolutely consider drinking after 60. 1. Filtered black coffee. The simplest and healthiest choice is filtered black coffee. When brewed through a paper filter, black coffee is low in calories, free of harmful oils, and packed with antioxidants. These antioxidants, particularly chlorogenic acids, have been shown to protect the brain, reduce inflammation, and lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. For seniors, black coffee can be a great way to enjoy caffeine without the added sugar, cream, or artificial flavorings that cause problems. It's also much gentler on cholesterol levels compared to unfiltered options. If plain black coffee tastes too bitter, try media. Roast beans instead of dark roasts, as they tend to have a smoother flavor, or add a splash of cinnamon, which not only improves taste, but also helps regulate blood sugar. 2. Decaffeinated coffee. For those who are sensitive to caffeine, whether due to insomnia, high blood pressure, or heart conditions, decaf coffee can be a wonderful alternative. Many people assume decaf has no health benefits, but that's not true. Decaf coffee still contains most of the antioxidants and beneficial compounds found in regular coffee, just with much less caffeine. This means you can enjoy the ritual and flavor of coffee without the jitters, palpitations, or disrupted sleep that caffeine can cause. Modern decaf processes are much safer than they used to be, with most companies now using the Swiss water process, which avoids harsh chemicals. For people over 60, switching even half of your daily intake to decaf can significantly reduce the strain on your cardiovascular system and improve sleep quality. Now, let's look at the remaining 2 options that not only keep you safe, but also add extra protection for your health. 3. Coffee with added collagen or protein. One of the lesser-known challenges of aging is the gradual loss of muscle mass and bone density, a condition known as sarcopenia. This loss can affect balance, strength, and mobility. While coffee itself doesn't provide protein, it can be an excellent vehicle for adding it to your daily routine. Adding a scoop of unflavored collagen powder or a high-quality protein powder to your morning coffee is a smart way to support muscle and joint health. Collagen helps maintain flexibility in your joints and strength in your bones, while protein supports muscle repair and energy. Many seniors struggle to meet their daily protein needs because appetites often decrease with age. By blending protein directly into your coffee, you can give your body a gentle but powerful nutritional boost without feeling like you're eating a large meal. Imagine sipping your morning cup and knowing you're not only waking up your mind, but also nourishing your body at the same time. This small change can make a meaningful difference in preventing frailty and maintaining independence as you get older. 4. Green coffee or lightly roasted coffee. Most people are used to drinking dark roast coffee, which has a strong flavor but lower levels of certain beneficial compounds. Lightly roasted or green coffee, on the other hand, retains higher amounts of chlorogenic acid, a powerful antioxidant that supports metabolism, reduces inflammation, and may even help regulate blood pressure. Why does this matter after 60? Because chronic inflammation is at the root of many age-related diseases, from arthritis to Alzheimer's disease. By choosing coffee with higher antioxidant content, you give your body more tools to fight oxidative stress and cellular damage. Green coffee, in particular, has been studied for its potential to help regulate blood sugar and support healthy weight management. While it won't replace a balanced diet or exercise, it can play a supportive role in keeping your metabolism steady as you age. If you find the taste of green or light roast coffee too different from what you're used to, try mixing it half and half with your usual roast at first. Over time, you may find you appreciate the brighter, more complex flavor, and your body will thank you for the extra antioxidants. Now that we've explored both sides, the 4 worst coffees to avoid, and the 4 best coffees to embrace, let's step back and see the big picture. Coffee is neither your enemy nor your savior. It is a tool. Like any tool, it can either build or break, depending on how you use it. At 30, you might get away with drinking anything and everything. At 60 and beyond, the margin for error is smaller. Your body has less tolerance for excess sugar, excessive caffeine, or hidden compounds that strain your heart and bones. But this doesn't mean giving up your morning ritual. In fact, the simple act of enjoying coffee, the warmth, the aroma, the quiet moment of reflection can itself be therapeutic. The key is to make your coffee serve your health, not harm it. Practical tips for seniors who love coffee. Let me leave you with some practical, science-backed tips you can start applying today. For most older adults, this is a safe range that provides the benefits of antioxidants without overwhelming your heart or nervous system with caffeine. Avoid drinking coffee after 2 p.m. to protect your sleep quality. Even if you fall asleep easily, late-day caffeine can reduce deep sleep, which is crucial for memory and repair. Instead of cream and sugar, try cinnamon, a splash of almond milk, or even a teaspoon of cocoa powder for extra antioxidants. If you need sweetness, a small amount of natural honey or stevia is safer than artificial sweeteners. Coffee has a mild diuretic effect, which means it can cause you to lose water. Balance each cup with a glass of water, especially if you're prone to dehydration. If coffee gives you palpitations, anxiety, or stomach upset, scale back or switch to decaf. Your body's response is the best indicator of what's safe for you. Before we close, I want to touch on something often overlooked: the emotional role coffee plays in our lives. Coffee isn't just about caffeine or antioxidants. It's about mornings with your spouse, afternoons with friends, and quiet moments with yourself. For many older adults, coffee represents continuity, a familiar ritual in a world that's constantly changing. Preserving this ritual is important. By making smarter choices, you don't have to lose it. Instead, you adapt it, shaping it into something that not only comforts your soul, but also protects your health. Stay away from sugar-loaded flavored coffees, high-caffeine espresso shots, artificially sweetened diet coffees, and unfiltered coffee without a paper filter. Instead, embrace filtered black coffee, decaf coffee, coffee with added protein or collagen, and green or light roast coffee. By doing this, you're not just avoiding harm, you're actively supporting your heart, brain, bones, and energy levels. You're giving yourself the best chance to enjoy not just more years of life, but more life in your years. Remember, aging is not about restriction, it's about refinement. It's about making smarter choices so you can continue to enjoy the things you love in ways that love you back. Coffee can absolutely be one of those things. So tomorrow morning, as you reach for your cup, ask yourself, is this coffee serving my health or stealing from it? That single choice, repeated every day, can shape your energy, your focus, and your well-being in powerful ways. I hope this guide helps you make coffee not just a habit, but a health ally in your journey after 60. Thank you for watching, and remember your health is your greatest wealth. Take care of it, and it will take care of you.